to the senators your specific grievance about this ground?
It is we are saying that the Deputy President has committed gross misconduct by bullying state officers.
What's specific ground on that gross misconduct that you
we are
want
saying that
to take into consideration?
His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua bullied Kenya Medical Supplies Agency officials into awarding a tender for the supply of mosquito nets to Crystal Limited, his proxy company, that it submitted an irregular bid bond with the sole intention of fraudulently acquiring public property. That His Excellency, and basically in relation to KEMSA, so that we can paraphrase. KEMSA advertised a tender funded by the Global Fund, which is one of our major development partners in terms of delivery of healthcare in Kenya.
Yes.
The tender was valued at about 3.7 billion. At the time, the procurement process got botched up, and Senate would take notice that at that time, the peers in charge of public health and the CEO at KEMSA were dismissed by His Excellency the President.
Yes.
And then an acting CEO was appointed, and the acting CEO also saw an affidavit to this regard. And the problem here was that there's a company, an Indian-based company, called Shobika.
Shobika.
And Shobika, because we have been told we are bringing in a company that was not part of the tender. In the evidence of the Deputy President, this company called Shobika is represented locally here in Kenya by a company called Crystal Kenya. And that is by the admission of the Deputy President himself in his own response. And Crystal Kenya is the company that we have demonstrated all the way from Nyeri to Malindi to Kilifi. That is a major special purpose vehicle that the Deputy President has been using to acquire property and to launder money. So this company has an agency agreement with Shobika to represent them locally. And what happens, the evidence that we have placed on record is that when Dr. Andrew Molo is appointed the new CEO of KEMSA, at that time, investigations are going on into the irregular procurement of the 3.7 billion mosquito nets. And then one of the issues of interest in that tender is how Shobika submitted their bid bond, because the main complaint was that they submitted their bid bond